We're gonna try to get through, talk about Infinity. We got a couple emails.
Yeah, today's actually 20-year anniversary. Exactly today.
Exactly today.
Today, 28th of February, 20 years ago.
1 second, brother.
Really? All right. All right.
Brother. I'm not the brother.
He's a wrestler. That's how all the wrestlers talk. They call everybody each other brother.
Fucking Scandinavia. I'm not your brother.
Yeah, we are. We are brothers one way or another. You're the Vikings. I'm the Pirates. We're all good. I'm a Spaniard.
Okay. I don't see you though.
I'm coming to. Hold on 1 second, Toki. I'm coming on here. Where the hell is the Skype? There it is.
Yeah.
Look, I got your favorite, Timo. McDonald's.
Ah, McDonald's.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
Ooh, there we go. One more. What's going on, Timo? Nice to meet you finally.
All right. Hello. All right.
Good. How you doing today, brother?
Good.
What are you in the back of a car?
No, I'm in a room in Mexico.
No, I'm in a Uber right now, going to pick up medication from a doctor for my mother.
Oh, okay. You're on a drug run today, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. I
was myself visiting the doctor like 30 minutes ago. That's why I couldn't do the interview with Mr. Noon. Yeah.
Yeah. Timo, I got to tell you, I've been a big fan of yours for years, man. How you been? Everything good?
Sort of.
Which country are you in right now?
Mexico.
Okay.
For the next
so the
10
KGB
minutes.
and the KLA are leaving you alone right now. Okay, good.
For now,
you just got to worry about the cartel.
They're in the backyard. Yeah.
Which part of Mexico are you in?
Mexico City.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You gonna go check out some lucha libre while you're there?
Well, actually, last night, exactly at midnight, was the first coronavirus case here.
Ah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, what happened? Was that the first 24-pack of Corona you bought?
No. It wasn't, though. Yeah. No, but I was in a doctor, actually, and because I have diabetes type 2, so I had to get the medicine.
Oh.
And my legs are swollen, so he gave me another medicine. Then he told me to, like, periodically raise my legs. So the blood because my blood
circulation, circulation. Yeah, you have to do that, brother.
Yeah. So he told me that this coronavirus thing here in Mexico, it's like more like creating a panic. It's not really happening. So
yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. It's just panic more than an actual epidemic.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think if your immune system is up to date, I guess. I don't know what else to say. You'll be fine.
Wayne,
although you got type 2 diabetes, who knows? You might be next to go. What?
I got to tell you, Wayne, after all the years and all the partying I've done, I don't think my immune system will ever be up to shake. No. But that might also be the reason why I survive all this.
Yeah, that's
same
possible. Here. Same here.
Me and Timo might have pickled ourselves to where we're immune to the virus. Meanwhile, you've lived this clean living your whole life, and now you're fucked.
I will be the first. I will be the first to go, probably. Actually, there's 83 cases here right now. You can have. I have 2 of them. Yeah. There's 83 people, I think, supposedly might have coronavirus.
See, because coronavirus growing up, that was just what you called it. See, Timo, I grew up in Queens, New York, and there's a town called Corona. And the coronavirus was what it... Yeah, but there was, coronavirus was just the same for when you met a really hot Colombian girl.
Uh-huh.
And that you were just following around trying to call her and everything. That's what it's called. See, Wayne's trying not to laugh because he knows it's true.
It is.
Okay.
I've never lived there, though, but I don't know. But welcome to the Timo Tolkki podcast. Timo, it's been a long time.
I don't remember when was the last time.
I don't either. But it's been
It was 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, yeah.
3 weeks? Really?
Because you were supposed to be on Beyond Bushido, you naughty boy.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Wi-Fi sucked, I think.
Yes, the Wi-Fi was a huge problem.
Wi-Fi is always an issue.
Yeah, but now I'm also on the data plan, so if this Wi-Fi fails, I can go to the data.
You in Mexico, so you got that good Wi-Fi.
Well, it really varies from hotel to hotel, so
Oh, yeah, true. All right, you got me there. We got to get you in more resorts.
Yeah. I don't
wait. Start using some of. We need to use the budget for RatSalad to get them at the resorts.
Yeah, sure. We'll
There's
go
not a water
budget.
fountain and like floating infinity pools. It ain't for Timo. We gotta start spending some money on Timo Tolkki. He's the star of our network. Damn it.
Well, if everybody goes to RatSaladReview.com and buys some T-shirts, maybe we can help them out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, but
we don't get much money.
It's exactly 20 years ago today. Infinity was released.
That's right. You were just telling me.
I guess what
it's coincidence.
Infinite, not Infinity.
Yeah,
Infinity. Infinite? I don't know.
No, it's not spelled infinite.
I thought infinite would be without an E.
No, infinite.
I think the album is called Infinite.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, the album's called Infinite. The song is called Infinity. That was my first Stratovarius album. That was the first one I ever listened to because I saw the music video for Hunting High and Low. And you got the dolphins. You got the dolphins jumping in the video.
CGI dolphin.
Yeah.
How much did you hate your drummer? Because when you watch that video, he's the only one getting full blasted rained on. Yeah. Meanwhile, then they got you doing the solo. It's like a sprinkle on your elbow.
Yeah.
The lead singer feels bad, so that Tolkki decides to just fall on the floor. But the poor drummer, you guys just killed him with water.
Well, he's German, so he can take it, man.
Leave in Europe after the rain. Okay,
yeah, exactly. I think it was something to do with that. Jörg was always like, we were always talking with Hitler's voice, and he was like, why do you have to talk like Hitler? All that.
So you waterboarded him during the video.
Well, it was actually my idea was first to rent a swimming pool, and like the kid would be underwater and then would raise up. That was my original idea, and I did the covers. I have still somewhere the sketch of the cover I did with a pen.
Oh, really?
And it was Tony Robbins in American guy, Anthony Robbins.
Yeah,
it's like one of these gurus.
Anthony Robbins, the motivational speaker with the big teeth.
Yeah,
what are you doing with your fucking life?
Exactly. So
that guy.
I had a book. I had a book from him called "Awaken the Giant."
Okay. Yeah.
Which is really about my penis, but that's not irrelevant.
Okay.
But anyway,
that's another.
I did the drawing to the back cover of this book, and it was like I took a photo of it and I sent it to Derek Riggs. And then he put it to his fucking Hong Kong.
Was that when he was working with Murtaugh?
He was working with I don't know. He did
with Murtaugh.
Iron Maiden. Oh, okay.
I could have swore Riggs and Murtaugh were working together back then.
What the hell is that? I have no idea who that is.
I have no fucking idea.
Then they also had Riggs and Murtaugh. They were working together. They were in the LAPD together.
Oh, I have no idea who that is.
I'm giving you guys Lethal Weapon references. I'm giving you guys Lethal Weapons.
Riggs and Murtaugh. Okay.
Yeah,
Riggs and Murtaugh.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you really want to jump? Do you wanna?
Do you really want to?
Yeah, let's fucking do it. I want to jump. I love this movie with my brother. It's like fucking amazing.
They're remaking it, right?
Oh,
they're doing another one, and Mel Gibson and Danny Glover are going to be in it.
I think Gibson's going to do the sequel to The Passion of the Christ.
Really?
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Resurrection.
Jesus 2.
Jesus 2.
The
Resurrection. Yeah.
Zombie Jesus.
Yeah.
No, that's for the Seventh-day Adventists. That's the one they make.
I think they make Resurrection, it's called.
Really?
Excellent.
Yeah, and it's in pre-production stages now. So they start shooting it in the fall.
Oh, Jesus, that's a real movie?
Jesus, yeah. And
the movie, what are you going to do? He's got the movie ends after one scene.
No, actually, it's the ascension to heaven. So the Bible says, because I know the story, I'm not Christian, but I know the story, that the Christ went to hell for 3 days.
Yeah.
And this period he will probably describe in the film, and then he ascends to heaven. So I saw an interview of Gibson, and he said that this is the biggest film in history of the whole fucking movie industry.
Really?
Yeah. But you know him, he's like, you know what he's doing sometimes.
You have to be careful with Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson, the anti-Semitic stuff, harassing female officers, calling them sugar tits. None of that stuff helps. You can't do that in your career.
Everybody can listen to the phone calls, man. This fucking...
Especially now there's cameras. Now everybody's phone has a camera, so they can prove everything you say. You have to be careful with that.
You got to be careful. Yeah. I've had to warn Timo of that a few times.
I don't care.
Ask you that music video for Hunting High and Low.
Yeah, that was really my idea.
Talk a little bit about the music video to Hunting High and Low?
Yeah,
It was your idea. I like the story. I like the idea. It's this European man stuck in... Is it supposed to be China or Japan?
I've never seen this video, by the way.
Oh, the video is amazing. There's 2 dolphins jumping through the water and everything. Those are real dolphins, right?
Yeah, they're real.
How much did that cost you to get those dolphins and to get that footage?
Well, that was like a public footage. We didn't have to shoot it separately.
Oh, it was public. Oh, okay. I thought maybe that was actual footage that you guys stopped and waited to get some dolphins jumping out the water.
No.
Oh, I did see this video.
No. So he just took it from somewhere. And the rest of the day, I remember we spent like 8 hours standing in the fucking water. You know,
that had to be brutal, man. Was it cold? What was going on with that?
It was cold. It was like 2 inches thick, like of
water. Yeah, you just 8 hours in 2 inches of water. That's crazy.
Yeah, they made like a big pool, and they placed the kit there, and they placed Jens Johansson's keyboard. Actually, my keyboard. Which we destroyed then in the end. So
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be destroyed anyway with all the water. There's no way none of that equipment was good after the shoot. No way. There's not a big enough bag of rice to put your guitar in, Timo. I'm sorry.
There is a lot of water. I am watching this now. What did you do with the instruments after this video?
Well, I think we just dried them up, but I think the keyboard was fucking broken because it fell on the water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But do you see what I mean, Wayne, about how they're just killing the drummer with the rain?
Yeah, he is getting
it's just raining on him, and that's it.
Yeah.
And wait till you get to Timo's solo, because Timo's solo, I mean, I really love the solo. That's what got me into Stratovarius it's a very much an attacking sound from the beginning, but then some of these solos just how it goes from this attack to just this whole big opus that opens up. That's what I love about your sound, especially once you were done singing and you went over to the guitar full time. I was always a big fan of that, and that's why this song got me into you guys.
Okay, Hunting High and Low, yeah. That was like very big hit. I remember my theory of writing this kind of choruses is that you have to be able to play with one finger on the piano. It's like really simple. It's like pop music, basically. You know.
What was this video about? Go ahead.
Because I come from like the Beatles and the ABBA school. So my melody style is based on that and classical music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I really thoroughly, like I said, it was a mixed VHS cassette I got. Because this used to be like these special Clubhouse VHS cassettes where you get a bunch of different music videos on them. And the very first one on it was Hunting High and Low. And that's how I got into you guys, was that. And then after that, I heard Fourth Reich Rising. I heard Infinity. I heard all these other songs. I actually, for a little while when I was wrestling, I used to come out to from about 2004 to about 2007. I used to actually use as my entrance music Abyss of Your Eyes, because that was just, to me, it was like perfect wrestling theme. That and then it goes into that opus. I loved it. I used that as theme music that was back when I had hair, so it worked. Because I was like, when I would walk out, I'd have the hair going and everything.
Did you pay royalties?
I've always been a fan of you guys for that.
Did you pay the royalties?
Hey, don't let the facts get in the way of the story, all right, Wayne?
I haven't seen the royalties, man.
Timo's got to live in hotels because of you. What?
Yeah, no, you gotta go after the promoters, not me, because they let me use it, but it was their show.
Okay. So, I don't care.
We're going after you, promoters. You Southern promoters, we're coming for you, you son of a bitches.
What's your theme song now?
I'm actually using Big Shot by Billy Joel on the next 2 shows.
Really?
Oh yeah, I've become the character has become a full-blown prick, and And
so it's like almost true to life a little bit.
Oh, it's very true to life. But when the reason that happened was it was my birthday a couple weeks ago, and we went out and we went to this one karaoke bar, and I thought it was my buddy because we went to a live band karaoke place where it's a live band and you sing with a live band.
Yeah.
Started singing Big Shot, and I thought my buddy was by the stage because he wore this leather jacket with this tie-dye shirt and cowboy boots, just this ridiculous outfit. And so when I got off the stage, I stole his drink. I started to drink it, and the guy's like, "Hey, that's mine," and I spit it in his face, not realizing it wasn't my friend.
Oh, really? Fuck.
And by then it was too late, so I started just singing, "You had to be a big shot." Just while walking away from him, and he was just in such shock that he just accepted it happening.
Oh,
wow, that's too funny.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah. But come on, let's talk more about this amazing album.
Yes, was there any more videos made for this album? I don't think so, right? Or, I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Only this one. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. After Hunting High and Low, I'm not sure if I remember you guys putting out another music video till the next album. No. Maybe even the album that.
I don't think so.
No, there was Elements was the next. So Eagle Heart was the next video.
Eagle Heart. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you did one for Maniac Dance.
No, Maniac Dance was after Elements.
Oh, it was I get so confused.
Elements was 2003, and Maniac Dance was 2005.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I noticed a huge difference on this album from the last album. That how Destiny was very dark sounding. This album seems a little bit more happy, like your other stuff is usually.
Yeah.
It's actually more similar to Visions, I think, on this album.
Yeah. Well, it's like because I'm bipolar, so my life is like high and low. So.
You want to know why it sounds so happy? Because they were filthy, stinking rich at this point.
That's true too.
And huge all over the world. I'd have a happy album too, Timo.
Yeah. Sort of, yeah. Yeah, but it's like on and off, like, starting from Elements and stuff. So, it was a very good album, and the tour was amazing. And first time we had like projections, like backlit projections on the screen. We had a screen, and we made some films.
Okay. Yeah.
And the song Infinity, we have like pretty controversial film because there's a lot of stuff from Vietnam. There's like Hitler. There's like Holocaust, And
I do remember seeing that because I had a bootleg of one of the concerts, and I did remember seeing that. I was like, Jesus. But I've always wondered what the obsession with Hitler was, because like with Fourth Reich and that, and that. And there's been a little bit of shows here and there.
I'm a fucking
just
Nazi.
A little bit. No, you're not.
No,
how are you a Nazi? You're living in Mexico right now. You're the worst Nazi ever, if that's the case.
He's a Nazi.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was always interested in that because, like, Finland had like we were brothers in arms with Germany in 1944.
Yeah.
So with Operation Barbarossa, when Hitler attacked Russia, the Finnish army attacked too, at the same time. Mm. But the Finnish general Mannerheim, he stopped to the gates of Stalingrad because he knew that this is not going to end well. So he saw what's going to happen, and that's when I've been always fascinated by this guy Hitler because he's like how he spoke and his speech, and if you want to call it talent or whatever, but obviously a mesmerizing guy, And I actually, a funny story about I once wrote a song called Hitler. And we had a German
hit.
The funny thing is that we had a German record company.
Yeah, they weren't going to let that one come out.
No, that was Sanctuary, German, like Berlin branch. And two guys came to my studio. I had a studio in Helsinki. So I said to the guys, okay, they wanted to hear the songs, and I said, okay, guys, this is a song called Hitler. There's like 2 minutes complete silence.
What?
What? Hitler? Imo, we gotta talk.
So, you know what? This is a good time to ask this question because I don't think Wade's ever asked you it. The conspiracy theory that Hitler signed a deal with the United States and was actually sent in a submarine to Spain to go live in the Argentina to live in the hills. Do you think it's fact or fiction?
It's fucking fiction, man, of course. He died in a bunker.
So you think he just offed himself? You think he offed himself in a bunker?
Of course. Okay. I mean, he fought the German people himself. He was Austrian, and he had Jewish blood.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Wait. You know what? You did make enough money in Europe, and you did have enough fame in Europe to know this. So, wait, did you find like a body part in the black market or something like that? How are you so positive?
Russians have a piece of his skull.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
In a documentary, yes.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe in real life you got to see it.
No, I didn't see him. I had seen his ghost every day.
Oh, okay. That's the next song. That's your next song. You get it right.
Yeah.
So what happened?
The rise of the Fifth Reich. Well, no, I think that what happened with the Hitler song is that the guys that heard the song at the end, there's a Hitler speech.
Right.
And I put it really low, but you can hear it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like, okay. And then the guy said, okay, Timo, but I said, this is an anti-Hitler song. So we have to talk about this, you know. And Jens Johansson was really on my side. But Jörg Michael, the drummer, he was like fucking furious.
Is that why he got covered in the rain? That's why you rained.
No, that was before the album. Now the funny thing is that he called me to the studio, Jörg. You know, he screened me in the phone, and he sounded exactly like Hitler in the phone. And then they in Germany they have a institution called Bundesprüfstelle, which checks all the lyrics.
Okay.
So every album that is being released in Germany has to submit the lyrics, and they are checking the lyrics. You know.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So then they said, okay, but you have to change the title. Obviously.
Yeah.
And so now it's called. We took it from the Wagnerian opera Götterdämmerung, Zenith of Power.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
So it sounds so much nicer in German.
Yeah. But the song Infinity, the projection movie, we had tough times in Germany because it has images of Hitler and images of like Jewish bodies in the Auschwitz and stuff. So we were a little bit like, you know, when we played in Germany, we were like, can we use the projection or not? But we used. You know.
And you didn't get no trouble, no fines with the German government or anything?
No. I remember the Berlin branch was like the director said to me that, Timo, you really want to be the poster boy for the Nazis?
Well, I mean, when you look at it, it was 2000, 2001?
2000.
When you were doing that tour. I mean, society was a little bit more open to artistic expression through visual media back then.
Yeah.
I mean, if you did that today, you might get canceled.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, really.
You might be relegated to only being able to perform in front of crowds with a "Make America Great Again" hat and stuff. By the way, did I tell you guys? Okay, so it's no surprise here who, you know, as a Puerto Rican male, and a person who grew up in New York City, seeing everything Donald Trump's done over the years, I'm not a big fan of his.
Yeah.
But I'm also a prick who doesn't like being bothered when I eat at sushi restaurants, and I like to sit right there.
Yeah.
So I bought myself a Make America Great Again hat, and I put it on whenever I'm sitting at a counter.
Really?
Nobody sits to the left of me. Nobody sits to the right of me. If I don't want to have to the girl I'm seeing, she wanted me to meet this guy that I really didn't care about meeting. I think it was like an ex or something. I put that hat on. That conversation went 2 minutes, and he was gone.
That's fucking great.
So what I'm saying is, you don't have to support his views, but if you want to get people to get the hell away from you so you can enjoy a meal or so you can get out of a conversation, just pull out that stupid red hat. Just pull out that stupid red hat.
Yeah.
And really, sometimes it could be any red hat. Some people don't even know.
Yeah.
Some people
you got me there.
That.
Yeah. I don't know about Trump, but I know that Infinity was very. I think it's the biggest selling Stratovarius record of all of them.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I think one of my favorites. I love.
I gotta tell you, it was the album that got me into you guys. It really was.
Yeah.
Because I saw the video for Hunting High and Low. I really dug the song, and a few of my friends had liked you guys. So then I bought the album, and I went, "Oh, this is great." Yeah. Which then led to me buying other albums, and at that time, Napster was a big. Well, it wasn't Napster; it was another one of those free download things. I went on there just to download a song or two. And I was like, "Oh, I want this album." So then I'd go buy the album.
Right.
And that's how I got into you guys. That's really how I got into you. Was that?
Okay.
If it makes you feel better, Wayne was the one who forced me to illegally download it because he wouldn't lend me the CD.
You
told you not to say nothing. Told you not to tell anybody.
I have to tell on you because I was like, "Yo, let me borrow some Stratovarius." I was like, "No, they're mine." Mind you, you see that shelf behind you, Timo? That's nothing but CDs he has.
Yeah, exactly.
He knows. And
I've seen him before.
He wouldn't lend me one album. Not one CD. He couldn't lend me one.
He's Puerto Rican. Man. You can't trust those people. Oh, should I erase that? Maybe I should.
No, that's staying in. You keep that in right there.
I don't mean it.
I took a screen grab of that line, sir.
So anyway,
come on, let's go track for track.
Track for track. Yeah. All right. We already discussed Hunting High and Low. Millennium.
That's the second one, yeah.
Yep.
Well, in general, the whole songwriting process was very fast. I remember that because Destiny was a divorce album,
right?
Very dark one, and I was like, as I always do, I was writing about my life situation. So I got rid of the wife, and I was free. So I had amazing energy, and the songs came, I think, in 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, we rented this amazing place in the middle of forest in Helsinki, and we did the demos there. And you can see.
Holy shit! Wait! The divorce was before this album. The divorce was finalized before Infinite.
Yes,
it was the last album.
You lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Because this was the highest selling album you guys ever had, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you lucky bastard. You're a fucking hero, bro. You won.
Yeah.
Timo Tolkki, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. No, you can see it's called Infinte Visions. It's like a documentary. It's like a history of Stratovarius. You can see it in YouTube for free these days. Like everything is in YouTube.
Oh, really?
So there you can see the fucking place where we did the demos. And we had more. So we had more songs. I think we have 20 songs or something.
Really?
Yeah, we chose them because Timo Kotipelto wrote. No, Timo didn't write, but Jens wrote "Glory of the World," and he wrote "Why Are We Here." "Why Are We Here" is like a bonus track.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
I could have swore there was an extent, like a deluxe version of the CD that came out.
There was Nuclear Blast. It was the first album for Nuclear Blast.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was the Nuclear Blast VHS.
Yes.
That's what it was. It was a Nuclear Blast VHS because it was you guys, Children of the Bodom, Crematory, and another band I can't remember, but those were the music videos on the VHS.
Right. Yeah. So Millennium was the second one, and that's like, for me, like pretty typical Stratovarius double bass drum.
Yeah. It's a cool song.
Nothing fancy. I don't think the album has any fillers. I think it's very strong.
Right, yeah. Because I was listening to it today to get a little refresher, because I haven't listened to it in a while. Not because I don't like it, it's one of my favorite ones, but it just reminded me, like, almost all these songs are really good. And which is funny, because some of your fans that email me aren't too much of a fan of this album, and I'm like, I don't understand. Why?
Yeah. It's still positive.
It's a positive album, exactly. Yeah. That's what it comes down to is they can't let a guy enjoy himself. It's the musicians always have to be this sad, brooding, just miserable people.
Exactly.
Have you not seen how people have turned their back on Trent Reznor because he makes people clap now and smiles when he performs?
I didn't know.
Really?
That.
Trent Reznor is jacked, literally, he's jacked now. He has abs and biceps because he started making all that money from the HBO series that he does music for. He smiles on stage, and then he'll be like, "Come on, guys, clap with me." And he'll start like doing all clap stuff. It's the weirdest thing because I remember little skinny miserable Trent always, "You make this you know."
Yeah.
But now he's like happy, and people have been turning their backs on him. I hate that about fans. I really do.
You can't be a miserable guy and then all of a sudden be happy out of nowhere, especially in this time in your career.
Well, yes, you can. You could absolutely be happy. He got done with the divorce. He knew that he wasn't going to have to pay her for this album. I'm pretty sure you guys knew you were still on.
I'm not talking about Timo. I'm talking about Trent Reznor.
Yeah. But Timo, seriously, you guys.
Timo's different. He's doing power metal. Power metal's always happy. So
yes and no. But Timo, honestly, you guys saw the uptick, album for album, how you guys were doing. Did you think Infinte was going to get as big as it did?
No,
at least financially.
We didn't expect that because with Blast we got a very good deal. It was a very good deal. And Markus Steiger, the owner of the Blast at that time, when we signed the deal. He told me that, Timo, this album is from God. That was his exact word. Timo, this album is from God.
God.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, the German. God.
So, see, if you were saying it from Long Island like Wayne, it's God.
Good. Track 3, Mother Goya. Mother Goya.
Mother Goya has actually some Queen influences because it has a piano part. Which, it reminds a bit like Queen, and it's about, it's my lyric. It's about the environmental issues stuff, about rainforests, which now in Brazil they're like fucking crazy burning the stuff.
It's crazy. It's the lungs of our universe, and they're just burning free, and nobody's trying to do anything to fix it.
Yeah, well, Mother Gaia's lyrics, they're like killing the lungs of the earth.
Yeah. You called it, man. You called it
20 years ago, though.
You're Nostradamus.
No, it's him and Mustaine called it. Mustaine called it in Holy Wars.
Oh, okay, Holy Wars, yeah.
Brother will kill brother and fight for the land. And then you were talking about the earth's lungs will burn. Musicians have a way of saying, "Hey, this is what's going to happen if you don't pay attention." And unfortunately, people aren't paying attention. This is what happens.
Yeah.
You know what? No Stratovarius reunion in Rio for Brazil. Fuck them. They didn't want to listen.
Well, I have a Brazilian tour in July.
Yeah, so let's take that back.
No, we're canceling that. Unless they put all those rainforest fires out, it's done.
Yeah, it's done.
I'm your new manager here, Timo. I'm gonna take care of you.
Okay.
If they want you, they gotta pay. They got to pay 5 reais for every euro in order for you to come. Okay? That's how it's going to work. Get those fires out, or it's 5 reais for every euro.
Okay. I tell them.
I hope you're not playing near those fires, are you? You're not playing near the fires, are you?
No, we actually played Manaus.
All right. I don't know where
the only fires is going to be on the stage.
I haven't left Long Island.
That guitar, Wayne.
That's true.
Manaus is deep in the Amazons.
Deep in all right.
Yeah. In the rainforest.
All right. Oh, so you'll be all right. It's always raining there.
We play Sao Paulo. We play Rio de Janeiro. We play Porto Alegre. We play all around. I will be there 1 month.
Wow.
And so you'll be enjoying all that food over there too.
Yeah.
We'll
they don't fuck around with the food.
Caipirinhas.
Yes.
Song 4. This song, I don't know if you remember EA, but how EA knows me is because he used to basically be my drum tech almost. In a way. My roadie, my drum roadie. And my band at the time was called Phoenix. No. So when this album came out, it reminded me of my band. So just hearing you make a song with that name on it, was pretty cool for me to.
Well, there's another one from Tony Robbins. It's one of his chapter points was Phoenix Rising or something.
Yes,
and it's the old Greek legend, of course. I mean, the Phoenix bird.
That's crazy how much of an influence Tony Robbins was on this one album.
Yeah, I was going through a lot of stuff like that.
Timo, I'm going to tell you, you got to unleash the
demon in you. You got to get that fucking tiger out of you.
You
have a power in you.
Actually, no, I remember now. It was not Tony Robbins. It was called Brian Tracy.
Brian Tracy? No, I like the story better with Tony Robbins, Timo. We're going to stick to that.
No, but because now the Phoenix came from...
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to teach you the greatest lesson in life. Don't let the facts get in the way of your stories.
That's right.
This was a Tony Robbins-inspired album.
Yeah. Well, the fact is that I went to the seminar called Phoenix, which was Brian Tracy's seminar.
Okay.
Yeah. So the song was born out of the stuff from the seminar.
I don't know. I just really want to see you and Tony on side-by-side trampolines, jumping up and down and stuff, getting fired up and ready. All right, Timo, it's going to be a big concert tonight, buddy. You can do it.
You can get him on the show.
Well, I can take his money.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Give him a couple guitar lessons at about $10,000 a piece.
Yeah. It's Tony Robbins' album, though. And Phoenix, for me, it's better than Millennium. It's especially the this part, it's really driving.
Ooh, and we almost died.
Wow.
It was absolutely their fault. They didn't put no signal or nothing on.
Nice.
You're good. Don't worry. You're still getting 5 stars, sweetheart. I promise.
Yeah. So this song is it was very good song live. I remember.
Yeah, because it's a great sing along with the Phoenix I'll fly.
Yeah, I love the part before the chorus, and then you do the chorus part, which is very catchy and singable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And the solos are typical Stratovarius, like Jens and me, me. Jens, I think me first, and then Jens, and vice versa, and then going back to and then last chorus.
Yeah, because in the bootleg, I could have swore it was the song Phoenix that you and the keyboardist decided to start soloing against each other in a solo battle.
It
was one of the sickest. Yeah, but I used to. Okay, well, it was the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
And I just remember how sick that was to be watching you and the keyboardist go just solo for solo in the solo battle. It was so awesome.
Yeah. And we did it in every gig. There was a section that lasted 8 to 10 minutes, just improvising. So I played something and he played it after me. And he always won. I mean, he always won.
He is one of the best keyboard players.
To me, he's the best. He left.
No, he's still here.
To me, he's the best.
Glory of the World.
It's funny that I got a WhatsApp message from Anders Johansson, Jens' brother.
Oh, really?
Jens is going to play here with Manowar in 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. I forgot he was in Manowar. Yeah, he's in Manowar.
He's a
new guitarist now, or what?
Yeah. No, the drummer, his brother, Anders Johansson.
Yeah. The guitarist is some guy they found on YouTube. It was in a Manowar tribute.
I know it's not Carl Logan no more. He was my neighbor. My neighbor. I forgot to say. He lived 4 blocks away from me, that fucking creep.
Where you live now?
When I lived in Charlotte.
Oh, really?
He used to give guitar lessons to one of my buddies and everything. Oh. And I never knew he was that big of a filthy creep.
Yeah.
And
that was pretty. You know what he did, right, Timo?
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, pedophile.
Yeah, he's a creep.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, insane. But
I think I'm gonna see them here. Anders because I sent him a message if he's gonna be with Manowar, because I didn't know that they have a very big festival here in 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because didn't they have to cancel their whole farewell tour because of all this, Wayne?
No, I think it was just starting at the time. And they had to quick find a guitarist for it, yeah.
What was where we were talking about?
Glory of the World.
It's it's really difficult song for me to play, because this guy is fucking genius. I mean, his compositions are really based on classical music. The song structures, the chords, they're fucking weird. So I had to really write everything down so I could fucking record it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's fast lick in the beginning. I couldn't play it.
Oh, really?
Even in the studio, I couldn't. So it's not there.
Really nice.
But it's very positive
Timo,
song.
with the upcoming tour you were talking about, are you going to have any United States, North America days?
Well, we had some ideas, to do it, but we had this very strange promoter, which we then had to say goodbye because she was like some really weird person. But
you seem to attract those kind of people lately.
Yeah, I know. But I'm sure we're going to do something because it's been fucking ages since I've been playing there. I mean, it was 2006 or something. We did this tour.
Yeah, you got to come to Atlanta, bro.
Yeah.
You come to Atlanta. We'll have a couple. We'll come and have some Pilsner Kells together. We'll go eat some McDonald's.
Karaoke.
Yeah, we'll go do live band karaoke. Oh, you do?
Oh, he
does.
I
love it. Yeah.
Well, what are some of your favorite songs to sing? I got to hear this.
I sing a lot of U2.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like old school U2? Are we talking like Joshua Tree or?
Yeah, exactly Joshua Tree. Like Where the Streets Have No Name or With or Without You and stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely.
And some Bon Jovi.
Yes. You just took a picture of Joshua Tree the other day, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. The actual tree.
Yeah. No, I don't remember where that was, but it was not going to be just a couple of beers with me, and you know that.
Yeah, I know.
Timo, you know what we got to do? I got a great idea, Timo.
Yeah.
Prog Power is coming in September.
Okay.
I think we need to do a special Timo Tolkki Show podcast. We'll have you come in. The first day will just be us going, doing karaoke, drinking, eating McDonald's. We'll do that on a Wednesday. And then that Thursday, I got a great idea. How about we do Timo meets Timo? We get you and Timo to sit down. We get you guys some drinks, get you some McDonald's, and let's sit down and just have you guys have a conversation.
That's it. That's a good idea, man. Let's do it.
Are they playing that?
See, Wayne? I told you he'd like
it. You're there, so I'm not.
They are playing. They are playing there. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Stratovarius is playing Prog Power in Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
And I'm telling you, I think that'd be a great episode just to have Timo meets Timo. I think that Timo talks Timo. And have Timo and Timo sit down, have some drinks.
Yeah.
And just have you guys do like a 1-hour conversation.
Yeah. Maybe I could even play a song on stage with them.
That would be amazing.
Let me get you a backstage pass.
Oh, really?
Yeah. RatSaladReview backstage pass.
I'm in. So if you want to do it, I'm in. Because I love the festival.
So hold on, let's get this straight. If Timo and the rest of Stratovarius is up for it, you would love to see them in Atlanta at Prog Power USA on that Thursday, and you would love to even perform with them.
Yes.
That's big news to me. That's awesome news.
Yes.
There you go, Wayne.
Because,
you're there. You're going to have to help out with this one.
I really like America. I really love the country. And I have very good memories from the tour in 2006. That was my first time in LA. I remember still we were in Saskatoon. We had a day off in Saskatoon.
No, in Canada.
Saskatchewan. And I bought this John Deere shirt.
Excellent. Did you eat beaver tail?
No.
It's a real thing they eat up there in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
The funny thing is that I went to the supermarket. I bought this green John Deere shirt, tractor shirt, right? And I didn't know what it was because it just looked cool to me. I didn't know what's John Deere. I said, what's Deere? It's like Deere, John Deere, like Deere. So then we went to LA, and I had the fucking shirt on me, and I was walking Sunset Boulevard with that shirt, and everybody was like, laughing to me, like, what's happening? I'm fucking redneck or what?
Yeah, right. When you come back, you'll have to wear that shirt with some suspenders or something on.
I don't have it anymore.
We'll get you a new one.
I'm gonna get you. Timo, I live in Atlanta. I can find you a John Deere T-shirt. You just tell me what color.
Any corner.
XXXL.
No, but what color?
They're only green and yellow.
Yeah.
He wants the original green. No, because they come in all different colors now.
Oh, really? Well, you gotta have.
We can hit him with the hunters camo, which is just like the leaves, like fall leaf colors and everything.
Yeah.
Do they have the color of
swamp camo?
Timo put a little color in his hair. I see. Do they have that color?
Yeah,
is that like a purple?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is up with that anyway? Who did that?
It's like the hairdresser. I wanted some color. So.
Oh,
yeah.
Make you
he didn't tell you about it?
No, he goes and does things without even asking me. He doesn't consult me for anything.
He didn't tell you about it?
No.
Well, then I guess it was none of your fucking business.
And guess what? Neither is his show. Goodbye. Where did we leave off? Million Light Years Away.
Yeah. That's a song I wrote about my ex-wife.
I had a feeling you did because I could tell by the lyrics. I was going to ask you.
I am.
It's like a really driving track because it's like D minor, the saddest of all keys. Right.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Spinal Tap. It's a D minor.
Don't worry about that, jerk off. Hey, take a piss. It's a small street. He's trying to rush through with all this traffic. Jerk off.
Yeah, so it's like
yeah, you can drop me off right here, sweetheart. Yeah. What the fuck?
Is it New York City where this guy is?
No, he's
this is in Atlanta right now. This motherfucker in his fucking Honda Odyssey van that he hasn't cleaned in fucking 3 years with his fucking half-rimmed tire fucking jerk off. Fuck him.
Now he's getting a New York accent coming through. He's getting mad.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sweetheart, thank you so much for the safe trip. I really appreciate you giving me a ride. Thank you for the charger. You have a great weekend, all right?
Does she want to be promoted on RatSaladReview?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, sweetheart.
All right.
All right.
So this was about your wife, your ex-wife.
Yeah, it was about pretty much the feelings of being like a million of years away apart.
Yeah.
In all aspects.
Yeah. So. Oh, he left.
Yeah. Again.
He left again. He'll be back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Yeah, Freedom was also extremely positive, as you can tell. It's like major key. It's my lyrics again.
Right.
It's really, I went to some kind of a spiritual transformation with this album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can definitely tell.
Yeah, it started in Destiny already. Because in Destiny, I guess you say in Destiny. With Destiny, I was investigating my father's suicide and all that shit.
Yeah.
And I went to therapy. And that's really opened me up for this album. And I could write songs like Freedom because I really felt free.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely tell a change on this album, especially from the last one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So it's really positive and a lot of I read a lot and I went to a lot of the seminars like this Brian Tracy's Phoenix, which was 7 days in the countryside and had all kinds of exercises and we had like they gave us like a CD, like 10 CD thing for the whole thing. Like you could go through it again if you want.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, and freedom really is about what it says. It's about being free as much as you can be in this society.
Yeah.
It's like it's really about leaving the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Because I've left the tribe, and I'm not part of the tribe, but I'm part of the humanity, of course. But I don't feel like I belong to the tribe, you know.
Right.
I go away from the tribe.
Which is a smart thing.
Yeah, but the tribe always pulls you. The tribe always wants to pull you back. Yeah. Yeah.
But the tribe wants you. The tribe misses you.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Infinity.
Yeah, that's where we had the real choir and also the symphony orchestra.
Oh, okay.
That was the really first bigger production with the symphony orchestra and choir. So we had a real arranger who was like then did elements big time, but on a smaller scale here. So there's like 20-piece choir with
whose idea was this?
Mine.
No.
I wanted to have it really like. But again, the song is very simple. So, but it has sort of similar feeling to Visions. It has like tempo changes and chord changes and different parts. So it's like 8 minutes, 8.5, I think.
Now, how come you wanted the real orchestra instead of just having Jens doing it on a keyboard?
Because it's different, man. It's always different. The sound,
of course, yeah.
The sound is different from when it's real orchestra. Right. So, I did the demos, you know, the way I did the demos, I really heard in my mind how I really wanted to sound.
Right.
So it's like it's really a good track, and the lyrics, everybody's always asking like, what is the answer? Or where do we go from here? Because the chorus says, where do we go from here?
Right.
But the answer is right there, infinity. It's so simple, man. Where do we go from here? Infinity. That's the answer.
Yeah. Celestial Dream.
Yeah, I remember that was called a lesbian dream at some point.
What? Lesbian Dream?
Yeah. We always named songs like, especially live, in the live set list. There was Bestial Dream or Lesbian Dream.
That's funny because when I was in the band, we would make songs. We would just find random things around the room, and just make pick a name, a pen or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, there was that Lesbian Dream or Bestial Dream, and Kiss of Judas was Kids of Judas or Tits of Judas, or Piece of Judas, and Will the Sunrise was called Will the Beer Rise. All kinds of things, but Celestial Dream was like really the first song I wrote in my career. Well, then came Hymn to Life, actually, where I did the Key to the Universe. But Celestial Dream was like a really first, like, universal theme.
Right.
It's like universal brotherhood thing. And I felt like, because in the therapy I could really go through a lot of stuff what I had inside, I have still, but I'm aware of it, I'm conscious about it. So I wrote a song out of that. And that has beautiful orchestration. Really, really nice. And some timpanis there before the chorus. So really deep stuff.
Right. Yeah. Very cool. So any like different recording things that you did on this album as opposed to the last one?
I think the vocals were recorded in the same place where we did the demos.
Right.
It was like a summer cabin for kids, like really big place actually. And I remember setting up the Timo K, like a tent made out of mattresses hanging from the ceiling. So he was in the middle of the small room to kill the room acoustics. And I had a Sony mic, tube mic, 800C is called, and the sound is amazing. So at that time I had a huge rack of like compressors and preamplifiers and whatever. So I went straight to Pro Tools via that, and the sound is amazing. And I remember that the vocals did not take so long. This one.
Yeah.
So
any reason why?
Well, because first of all, it's not really so high, I wrote stuff more like fit to his voice, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
It's not extremely high, and the vibe was there from the very beginning. The positiveness, the positive vibe. So that's why it really swam into the whole production, pre-production and the real studio production, mixing and mastering too. So everything was kind of easy, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Is this one of the easier recorded albums, you think?
Yes, I think so. I think Jörg Michael, I just met Jörg in Prague, actually. He was Hammerfall's tour manager.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you posting something about that, yeah.
Yeah, I met him, and he was like, it was so good to see the guy, because it was like almost 1 year ago I saw him in Helsinki.
Right.
I just told him how much I appreciate that he played on these albums and how I really love them still. And I told him that we should be proud of, the legacy we've left.
Yeah, of course.
People,
Does he feel happy the legacy with Stratovarius?
Yes, he does. Yeah. He does. Yeah. He doesn't see the possibility for the Strato United. So.
No.
He said that the guys are not going to do it, but he said he will ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he up to playing that kind of music again?
I think he would play a couple of songs. But he would have to, of course.
Yeah, you can't do it without him. Well, you can do it without him.
I mean,
it wouldn't be the same.
I mean, he play all these records, so
yeah,
and he has it still, of course. So maybe not the fastest one, but something like Infinity. He would. I think Hunting High and Low would be perfect.
Yeah.
And Why Are We Here is one of the bonus tracks, I think, the Japanese bonus track, I think.
Yeah, I think I have that on something. I know I have that song somewhere.
Yeah.
But George Michael, so he well, actually not even just George Michael, was the band itself happy with recording this album, because they like how Destiny was a very dark album. Were everybody happy to do more uplifting songs again?
Yeah, I think everybody was very happy. So it was really positive, the vibe in the studio. Really easy. I really think, because I talked to Jörg about it, and he said that he remembered he did all the drums in one day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He did that sometimes.
Yeah.
He just went with coffee and like, let's do it. So of course, when you have that level of skill, the fuck.
No, the coronavirus is fucking dead in Georgia.
Fuck. What is that? Coronavirus.
Yeah, I'm out of coronas, so I feel sick.
You distracted me now. I hadn't thought. Oh, how long? Like, would he record like for a 12-hour day, George? 10-hour day. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
When you have that level of skill, I mean, it was like he took 30 minutes, the most per song.
Right.
So, of course, it's 10 songs. So
yeah,
it's easy.
So he did a song an hour.
Even less.
Wow. Jeez.
But the guy, I mean, I think he did it at one take.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
insane. I've been working on the same song for the past 3 years. I just can't get it right.
Yeah. Did your album take like 5 years, Wayne? The first one you did?
No, that one I actually did fairly quick. And actually, if nobody knows about my first album, Phoenix Rain, check it out. It's all on YouTube.
Phoenix Rain.
Yeah, Phoenix Rain.
Yeah,
they had to change their name because there was another Phoenix band, so they became Phoenix Rain.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phoenix
but this reminds me that I saw yesterday Joker, the film.
Oh, you finally saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
How great.
What did you think with the way, with you having all your mental things? How did you feel about that movie? Because I know some people that have seen it, I can't even understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Some people that have mental, things. Did it affect you at all, or do you feel anything from watching that?
I did feel that I could become like him.
I did too. I was almost addicted. I almost wanted to be like that. But
you know what movie that gave me a real callback to? What? Do you guys remember the movie The King of Comedy with Jerry Lewis and Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Like,
I saw that.
It really gave me a callback to that, especially the scenes where he's trying to get onto the talk show. You know what I mean? And he's trying to meet Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Like, it was very Rupert Pumpkin-ish.
Yeah. I mean, I actually didn't know this Joaquin Phoenix. I was like, is that Johnny Cash?
Yeah.
I didn't know him either. I was confusing him with his brother.
Because I think he was really thin.
Yeah.
I think he lost some weight for the role, I guess.
Right, yeah.
And
so
I heard that he got an Oscar.
Yeah, he did, yep.
That's right. Puerto Rican Joker. It always works.
Rightfully so. So I think the whole film, like, I really felt that it's good. I really was like, fuck,
Right, yeah. What was your favorite part in the movie?
When he shoots De Niro, of course.
You like that part?
Yeah.
Did you see that coming?
Of course I saw. I knew. Because first he's like he's killing himself, but of course he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, of course not.
And the therapist dies as well.
Yeah. Now, do you think... Well, that's how they made it look. So who knows?
Yeah.
Do you think that is his origin story? Or do you think this is just a completely different person? Because the Joker doesn't have the Joker has no original origin story. It changes like all the time. So
I see.
Yeah, because 1 minute it was the Red. He was the Red Hood first, then he became the Joker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have no idea, but I think the story is really fantastic.
Yeah.
It was just someone's interpretation of the Joker origin story.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I think it was great for what it was.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's one of the best.
Wasn't there a film called Joker Rising?
No, I don't think so.
No. Batman Rising.
Oh, Batman Rising. Well,
yeah.
Batman is on the film,
and then Wayne's band Phoenix Rising.
No, Phoenix Rain.
Yeah. Sure. Shut up, Wade.
So it's like he kills the Waynes, right? And the Batman is there. So
right.
It's also the origins of the Batman.
Right. Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Very good movie. Yeah. It's one of my favorite movies, I think.
Yeah, also mine. I really liked it.
Yeah.
No, they did a great job on it.
They did. So you said the tour was crazy. What EA?
It was like the longest tour so far. I don't see the guy. I only hear the sound.
That's it. We don't know. We need to look at him. So what about the tour?
I think it was like 70 gigs.
70? Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. How many days? 70 gigs in how many days?
I think fucking 55.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And it was all over the world. And there were festivals too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You were traveling like festivals everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I was begging for you fucks to come to the United States and you couldn't help me.
Yeah. We played Wacken. That's where Timo Tolkki hurt his hand.
Oh, really? How did he do that?
Yeah. Well, you can tell little Timo, or don't call him little because he doesn't like it. Just call him like a big Timo. But, because he's a big guy. But, I saved this guy many times from pyro accidents.
Right.
And many times, because we had like lights from the ambulance on the stage, always 30 seconds before the actual blast.
Right.
Yeah.
And many times he was standing on fucking top of the fucking pyros.
So like he was gonna pull like a James Hetfield.
Yes, more than that. So many times I took him from the waist and just physically shoved him off.
Wow.
Shit.
But on this Wacken gig, we got like extra pyros in the drum riser, and everybody knew about it. Everybody knew. But you can see it in this Infinte Visions YouTube clip that he's going. It's SOS the song.
Yeah.
And and he got second-degree burns to his hand.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
So you can hear we are like in a total state of confusion because whether we should start the vocals, nobody's on stage. We're like looking around, where is him? And he comes and he has a fucking towel wrapped around his hand and he's singing.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
And he sang the whole fucking gig.
Hell yeah. See, something like that actually happened to The Undertaker, the wrestler, a couple years ago. He was doing his entrance, and the match is called the Elimination Chamber. And so the idea is when you get in the ring, you get put in this little pod, and you stay in there till it's your time to come out and start wrestling. So The Undertaker, when he does his entrance, he's got this big pyro show that goes off around him. Well, they had hired a new pyrotechnic company, and they fucked up, and they didn't tell Undertaker that they moved his pyro around. And you see, because this was live on pay-per-view, you see him walking. All of a sudden, you see a fireball come up from under him, and you see him take off his jacket and his trench coat and just charge to the ring. And you see him turning pink while he's standing in that pot, and they're giving him water and everything, just trying to keep him cool. So it's his time to wrestle. And then the next day, he had this special like yellow burn cream all over his skin and everything like that because he still had to do the next interview for the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, that's just crazy to me how pyro, everybody forgets that pyro, just like electricity, that's God.
Yeah.
And if you don't respect it, it can take you the fuck out real quick.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah. So, but this was like he sang the whole fucking gig. And even better than before.
Really?
Yeah, so I told him, you should do this on every gig. But I remember that because we were scheduled to do South America straight after that, and of course it got delayed like 2 months.
Oof.
Yeah.
Any other accidents happen?
As far as I remember, no. But
That's
of course we have the Jens Johansson damage account.
Oh, jeez.
Every tour we had.
What did he do on this tour? What was the worst thing he did on this tour?
Well, he did the same thing. He had he has like a saw, and he had like a hand puppet and a gas horn in his fucking back. And every backstage he was sawing a piece of wood from the door. And he wrote like the name of the venue and the date and the city.
Oh, yeah.
So at the end of the gig, in the tour, he had like 55 pieces of wood.
So what? The real question is, where's that puppet today?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have it anymore because he's a father now, so he toned down.
Oh, so he got to put all the toys away.
Yeah.
Oh, so he put the puppet away.
No,
what was the puppet?
I think it was some girl. I think
Oh.
Barbie, like Barbie or something.
Oh, okay.
He was always in the always in the hotel. He had like the hand puppet and the gas horn, like this. Yeah.
Excellent.
And this guy, like, we really every tour we had to set up a separate damage count.
Excellent.
And then we took out from his fee whatever he's destroyed.
Right. Yeah. What
That's one way to
what
handle it.
was the most you've had to owe?
I think the most, because he was always like debating what he has to pay. He always said, I didn't do it. But sometimes we had like photographic evidence.
Oh boy.
No, but in Budapest, on this tour he broke a toilet.
Oh really?
Yeah.
With a pyro.
Oh man.
In Peterfi Hall, it's like 2,500 people sold out show. But because it was sold out, the promoter said he doesn't have to pay.
Oh wow, you got lucky.
Yeah.
The promoter said that. The venue didn't, but the promoter said it.
The promoter said that.
Hey, as long as someone says he doesn't have to pay, it's someone else's responsibility.
You have to see this. You have to see this Infinte Visions because everything is there. All his pranks on this tour is of this tour.
I never even heard of that. I'll have to go look it up.
It's called Infinte Visions History.
All right, I'll have to look that.
Yeah. So
Timo, you ever miss those days?
I do a lot.
Like take away the money. Say the money wasn't there obviously the money's there for a reunion one day. There has to be.
Yeah.
For the day that Timo gets back on stage with Stratovarius, take that away, but just getting some of the guys together and just playing together and just fucking around like that. You know, those are memories that, that's family, that's brotherhood. You know what I mean?
It was brotherhood. It was true brotherhood, and the tours were amazing.
And I mean, you got to miss those times. Do you still reach out and call them or email them?
Yeah.
We live in, and you guys are doing good now these days?
Yes. I'm mostly touched with Lauri Porra, the bass player.
Okay, good.
And with the new guitar player, Matias Kupiainen as well.
Yeah. Well, that's right, because you wrote 2 songs for the new album, right?
One.
You wrote 1 song.
Yeah, called Dangerous, but they didn't take it.
Oh, okay. So then you use it. Fuck them.
I use it. Yeah.
Free
we were talking. We were talking before when you left. He just hung out with George, the drummer.
Really?
Yeah. In Prague, he was a tour manager of Hammerfall.
Oh wow! So that's what he's good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
So you guys always stay busy. So everybody just pretty much stayed working in the music business in one way or another.
Yes.
Which is good because sometimes, these bands, once they break up, some people just disappear for forever and just decide, okay, I want to go back to being a civilian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Has that ever crossed your mind about becoming just a civilian, or?
I could not do that because I have to express myself. I have to do it. I would be dead. I would die without music.
Yeah, you see, because I think you got what I got, Timo, and the problem is we're entertainers, and so it's not a job; it's a calling.
It's a calling, definitely.
You know what I mean? And for some people who don't understand that, it's like the idea of a easygoing, sitting at a desk 9-to-5 job. That just it kills me when I'm not wrestling and I'm not on the road. It kills me, man. So I get where you're coming from,
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that you're touring again. I'm glad to hear that you're going to the doctors and getting yourself checked out and doing all that stuff. Because I'll be honest, I'm a big fan of yours, but I also worry about you sometimes, my friend.
But are you using WhatsApp?
I can. Why? We're going to become friends on WhatsApp?
Why not?
He's friends with everybody on WhatsApp except for me because I won't use it. I refuse.
Well, that's your fault, Wayne. Because here's what we got to do, Timo. We got to figure it out. We got to do a day where we got to get you down here to Atlanta. Me and you go out, have some drinks, have some karaoke.
Yeah.
And, we just make like a special video presentation for RatSaladReview, a day in the life of Timo.
Okay.
We got to do that. We got to get you down here. Because I also want you to compare McDonald's because you have Prague,
that's true.
You have Finland, you have, I'm pretty sure now you're going to have Mexican McDonald's.
Well, so here in Mexico, you can have the McDonald's without a sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Oh, I can imagine.
So I want you to.
They put salsa.
We're going to have you. Yeah, they put a sauce on everything.
No, salsa.
Yeah, salsa on everything, damn it. It's delicious.
Yeah.
But it's McDonald's salsa, so it's not that good. But we want that, even if that's just one thing we do, is just you comparing what Pilsner Urquell tastes like in Prague versus the United States, the different McDonald's, and you rank the different McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do all that. That'll be fun.
Do I need a visa for the visit?
No, it's just going to be a hangout.
Passport, okay.
Holiday trip.
Oh, cool. Okay, when is the date?
For what? Oh, Prog Power?
Yeah.
It's in September. Wayne, you got the computer in front of you. Quickly, Wayne.
All right, sorry. I wasn't ready
for this.
Keep talking.
So it's like Prague, Atlanta, Prague.
Yeah, Prog Power, like progressive. It's Prog Power USA.
Yeah.
That night Stratovarius is playing and Pain of Salvation's doing they're doing one of their albums in its entirety. It's the album before and now we're at a Concrete Lake. I forgot what it's called now. Oh. It's a great album, but
Okay.
I think it's September 11.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Well, okay, so let's fly you in on the 10th.
Yeah.
That's a hard joke for me to say, damn it. Okay, that's a hard joke for me to say, but I still said it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, I think this is my Uber, is it? Let me find out real quick.
Yeah.
Uber.
Hold on, let me ask.
Uber alles.
Tavone? What's going on?
So is everything settled with Prague now? What's going on with Prague? I mean, you've had a lot of shit going on.
Well, I still have to go back because there's like a lot of stuff going on still. And nice glasses. I'm gonna set up some kind of a business there.
Mm.
So what about clinics and stuff?
And what about the music school in Mexico? You still doing that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
go right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start teaching because I have a birthday next week, 3rd of March, when I turn 54.
Oh wow! Well, we're getting up there.
It's like 3rd of March 66, which can make you 666. So I'm the Antichrist. I have it here, man.
Yeah, there's. Let's see the back of your neck.
I don't know, Timo. I think setting up the school in Mexico is a great idea.
Yeah, it is.
We're gonna have to have a special Timo
Tolkki
birthday episode.
Yeah, that free school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait, when is Timo's birthday?
Next week.
It is next week. Timo Tolkki's birthday is next week. Excellent.
3rd of March.
We have to do that. Where'd Timo go?
He's right there.
I'll be in Mexico.
No, maybe
I'm gonna have to. You know what? That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to cross the border to Mexico and go find Timo for his birthday.
Oh, come here, man.
We'll go party.
Yeah.
I'll come down to Mexico. Wayne, we're going to Mexico to hang out with Timo for the day. Prepare yourself.
I'll put in for work. What's going on with the new band? Because now Mike Viscera's gone, and I guess you got a new keyboard player, right?
Yeah, Jimmy Pitts.
Yeah. So what's going on with all that? What happened?
Well, we were sort of like, because when I heard the new songs, I thought like it's not really for Mike.
All right.
You know. So then I remember the guy, this George from Peru, which I did a gig in last September for doing like Stratovarius classics. Right. And this guy is like a huge Kiske fan, and he has a voice exactly like Kiske.
Yeah.
So, so I just called him up. My manager called him up, and and now he's doing the demos.
Okay.
And Jimmy is doing keyboards, and then I mix them. Wherever I am, I'm gonna mix them myself.
Right. And also, so that you wrote, are you doing 5 more songs now, or are you just taking 5 songs from the songs you already did?
There are, I think, 13 songs all in all, and we just took 5.
Oh, okay.
Out of those.
Oh, so you're like releasing an EP or something first, or?
No, it's just for the shop in the deal.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I hope one of those songs end up in my email.
You want to have the demos?
Yeah, of course.
I can send them to you, sure.
Yeah, I want to check them out.
Yeah.
I want to see what we're going to be prepared to hear.
Yeah. Well, I have both of the very original demos with just the guitar and voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Who did the drums? Who ended up doing next? I remember you posted something about somebody doing the drums.
Mr. Cubase.
Mr. I offered to do them, and you never sent them to me.
Yeah, it was a plan to have Alex Holsworth coming down, but there was no time and money, so we had to do it like program drums.
Yeah. So he's still going to be involved with the project, because
Alex is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh,
yes.
Cool. Yeah, because I was trying to get him on the show, but he never. He got busy. So.
Yeah.
You want to answer
busy with Rhapsody? Yeah.
Yeah, he's busy with Rhapsody. All right. You want to do some questions?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Got a few. Zeke Cage Rescue. If I'm not pronouncing that, I'm sorry. What's the chat you have at the end of "I'm Still Alive"? You can't quite understand it.
But that's not Infinity.
No, it's not Infinity. It's just questions, random questions.
Well, that's when Michael did the drum solo.
Okay.
He just performed a drum solo, and I'm like astonished. I'm like, you can hear him because we left it to the record, and he's like, I'm like, what's that? And he said, I told you so. I said, no, it doesn't matter. And we put like a huge, like some sample of like big football game.
Okay.
And Kotipel was like singing "Hurrah!" It's like, there's a drum solo. And Jörg was like, "Fuck, I can't understand this humor," because he's very German.
Right. So
but
just a bunch of different.
The talk is about really that I'm asking, what is this? And he said, I told you so. I said, no, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
He said, fade it out. Fade it out. That's what he said.
I can't even think of what this is. I don't even know. What album is that on?
Elements.
Oh, okay. All right.
Elements.
And when I get there, I'll be reminded. Is the question, there are some songs in which it sounds like there are 2 guitars playing. Was the second guitar always the keyboard, or were you playing 2 guitar parts? If the latter is true, how do you do it in live shows?
Does it specify a song?
No, I guess, because on certain songs you do double up your guitars. Or probably on every song you double up your guitars.
Well, I double always the rhythm guitars, and sometimes the solos too, but
right.
we had with Jens like duels, so we played in unison.
Yeah.
And his sound is very much like a guitar tone because he has still has like a distortion box.
Right.
So it's a tone very similar to the guitar, so it's like really blends well, and it sounds like a guitar, but it's not.
Yeah. Some do. I noticed that some parts do sound like you're playing guitar.
Yeah.
Connor Hessian.
Uh-huh.
You can just say the question comment is from Conbot. Oh, okay. I wish I would have read that first. This question is from Conbot. In my opinion, the solo in Playing with Fire is one of Timo's best. Short, sweet, and awesome note choice. I've always wondered if he played the lower octave or if he used some sort of hardware octave harmonizer to get that sound.
Playing with Fire. How was that?
Want me to play it?
Oh, that's a harmonizer.
Harmonizer. Okay.
Harmonizer. Digitech.
Digitech?
Digitech. I used on Destiny. I bought the Digitech. It had a lot of 4,000 Rainy Nights. Had a lot of clean parts from this device.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miguel Gomez. That's an easy name.
Yeah.
2 questions for Timo. Number 1. Timo, how do you capture the sound of guitars in the studio? What microphones do you use? The sound is great.
Yeah. Well, this is my bank account.
What?
For the answer, because I have these production secrets. Well, it's no secret. I mean, it's Shure 57 straight in the middle of the speaker card. You're touching the cloth. And to knee mic preamp is around. But any tube mic preamp, but any good mic preamp. We used a lot of Mikko Carville, who mixed all these albums. He had Soundcraft Spirit 16-track mixer.
Oh, wow.
And we used that for Infinity.
Okay.
So it's really no secret. It's just like having a great amp and a great sound, and it's really in the fingers.
Yeah, and then know where to place the mic and everything. And
no, it's a really matter of Well,
you put mics in a different spot, it's going to sound different everywhere you put it.
Yeah, but for the rhythm guitar, you don't want to have the room sound.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
So
I put it really close. Yeah, exactly. And then minimum of equalization.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Question 2. Do you like football? What do you think of Finland's first qualifying for the 2020 European?
I'm not following football. I'm more of an ice hockey fan.
Ice hockey. All right.
Yeah.
I don't like either.
Or Formula One.
Oh, you like NASCAR stuff? Racing?
No, not NASCAR, but Formula One.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It's still race cars.
No.
What is Formula One? It's race cars.
No, it's bigger than NASCAR.
All right, but it's still cars.
Yeah.
Actually, here's a question. Marcos Salvatierra. He asked me this a few weeks ago. He wants to know. He's from Argentina. Mm-hmm. He saw some videos on YouTube where Timo Tolkki appears. Never mind. Sorry, I'm reading what he's saying about me. He wants to know where he can get the book, the Gold Handbook of Recording Heavy Metal.
Nowhere anymore.
Nowhere.
I was selling it online, but I don't have it anymore. But maybe I write a new one because people are asking all the time. And because I have my brother Tero is designing a website for me now, so we're gonna have a download section.
Oh, so then
maybe I just write a new book for recording and mixing.
It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
People ask you all the time, so why not?
Yeah, they do.
Miguel Gomez had a third question here, sorry. Do you think George's departure may be because he doesn't feel the same chemistry of other times?
No, it was only because he got enough of traveling and he said he's too old and he wants to spend time with his family.
Oh, okay.
It's really the rational reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he sent Miguel Gomez sent another question. Boy, Miguel is just asking a lot of questions here.
Yeah.
Do you read music and write with, I don't even know what this is, Sibelius software?
Sibelius, yeah. It's a Finnish composer. It's actually a grandfather of Lauri Porra, the Stratovarius bass player.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I do read music. I went to the music school and I have a sort of a degree. But when I write songs, I never think about, the notes and stuff. I'm aware of the musical theory. But how I write songs is more based on my knowledge, as a songwriter. So whatever works and whatever doesn't.
Right. Niemand asked. He wants to know about the Visions cover and what about? I guess the album cover.
Yeah, that was done by Andreas Marschall. It's like a German artist. It's Nostradamus' hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's really from the song Visions. So it's the hands are on the globe, and there's the comet and the rainbow.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also wants to know about the Hymn to Life album cover.
That's also Derek Riggs as well. Like
oh, is it?
Yeah, it's Riggs, and he spent a lot of energy for the hands. He told me that he didn't get the hands right, so it took forever.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know whatever software he was using, but the hands are like the statue, which is holding this child embryo. Right. So he told me that he spent a lot of time for that.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I can't wait till we get to that album. I really love that album.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, here. All right, he's already asking that. Let's see. Also, with Visions, you had released 3 albums in 3 years. Then there was Destiny the following year. What was it like to release 4 albums in a row?
What was it like? Well, that was our life back then. I mean, we had a contract which specified the timings of the real, like delivering the masters.
Yeah.
Just like the Beatles.
Have you thought about inviting Elise Ride to sing in your upcoming album?
Actually, this is something I can tell now because I don't think it's a secret, but there's going to be another Avalon.
Oh, is there?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm still signed to Frontiers and they won't. Actually, they have a right to have 2 Avalons.
Oh, really?
Yes. Originally, it was supposed to be a trilogy, but now they just told my manager that they want 1. And so now I'm looking for a subject because I want to make it a theme album again.
Yeah.
And Ellis is going to be there.
Okay.
Yeah, I talked to her.
So what's the deal with Frontiers now since you have to do the album?
Well, the deal is that I have to make the Avalon first before Infinte Visions can come out.
Right.
Yeah. So the deal is that the Avalon, after the Avalon, has to be 4 months in between the Infinte Visions release.
Well, what about with the company itself? Because you aren't really friendly with them.
No, and they're not with me. They want to use my name.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think that's actually it. Let me see here. Oh no, Patrick. I think the last time when we got cut off, Patrick Hayter. I think we have one more question from him.
Yeah.
What do you think of Savage's Chris Oliva as a guitar player?
It was great. I mean, he was actually not really as an influence, but I didn't meet. Because he was dead. I met John Oliver in Germany.
Okay.
On a festival. I still remember that. He was not as huge as he's now.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he's getting himself in shape.
Yeah. Like he was. He was like.
This is the best time to murder somebody in the background.
It's like they call him Mr. Mountain King.
Yes.
And I remember going to the breakfast and he was there. I'm like, "Good morning, Mr. Mountain King." Like, "Good morning." And Chris was great. I mean, too bad he died.
Oh, he's calling me.
He's horrible, yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it for the questions for today.
Okay.
I'm glad we were able to catch up now.
Yeah.
And we got a good show. I think people are going to be very happy. I had some messages. Where's the next Timo show? Where's the next Timo show? And you've been a busy guy, so it's been hard to catch up with you. So.
Yeah, but now I'm here, so we can do this next one in a week or whatever you want.
All right, awesome. I will be around. So.
Elements then. Next
Yep. So everybody.
Elements,
well, I wanted to get through. You know what? I wanted to try to do all your albums like in order, but then I forgot about your first solo album. That was like way back. So we're just going to go through. Right. We're going to go through Stratovarius, and then we'll go through your solo, and then we'll do all that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So please go to RatSaladReview.com. Check out all our other shows. Watch the past episodes of Timo Tolkki, and we just did an interview. You're not a huge Merciful Fate fan, right?
Yeah.
No. Or you're not really a fan. But we just did a very...
I cannot sleep at night!
Wrong band. That's King Diamond.
Yeah.
But their original Merciful Fate drummer, we just did an interview with him. The guy never does interviews. Hasn't heard of him in like 30 years, and we got a hold of him, and we did a really cool interview, about a 2-hour interview with him.
With Skype?
Very cool. Yeah, yep.
Oh, okay. What is his name?
Kim Ruz.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So
you mean the singer? The
guitar player? The drummer.
Ah, the drummer, okay.
Yeah, very cool guy.
Okay.
Actually, you should try to get a hold of him to do one of your songs. He would probably do it.
Where is he from?
He is from Denmark.
Ah, he's Danish. Okay.
Yes, he is Danish.
Like Lars Ulrich.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, my battery's dying again.
All right, your battery's dying. Everybody go check out RatSaladReview.com. And there's one more thing. I'll go buy a T-shirt, and I don't know what else. I was going to say something, but it doesn't matter. Thank you. I will see you next week. And if anybody has questions, RatSaladReview@gmail.com. We will see you guys later.
Okay.
Keep pounding in the background.
Yeah. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
What?